This first notebook of our workflow has on its top a markdown cell with just a description of all the steps that are taken within this notebook. Next, we have our first code cell. Within this code cell, we have these 4 lines of code, which are special, and I'm gonna get back to this when it becomes relevant. For now, let's skip that and just talk about the remaining cell lines. So we are importing RMSP, which is a Python package. We are also importing NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. These are all covered on the introduction to Jupyter and Python, and also introduction to RMSP. The next line that we have here is this Matplotlib inline. So depending on your system, in order to see the output figures of Matplotlib, you need to have this line in your notebook. Otherwise, the figures are not gonna show. You will see here that I have a commented line of code, which I'm gonna get back to it when it becomes relevant. Let's run this cell and load all the packages. Next, we have here rmsp.support, which is just gonna show on screen information about your environment that may become relevant if you need support. So the next cell in here is just activating RMSP license so that we can run RMSP functions. The next code cell that we have in here is this import project parameters as parse. So this project parameters is not a standard Python package that you can just load on your computer. If you look closely, this name is exactly the same name as we have for the parameter file. So if this file is not located on the same folder as our workflow, if I run this cell, I'll get an error saying that I do not have that package. But because I have that file in this folder, I can load it perfectly. So let's demonstrate something. So if I go here and I create a new folder and say folder, and then go inside that folder and create a new notebook and try to import project parameters as parse, what happens is not gonna find that module. That brings me to this other 2 lines of code, the system Python package. If I copy this to the other notebook and I load the system package and then I append to my path a path to the previous folder on this folder structure. And that's exactly where my project parameters is. So now if I add this to my path, I am able to load the project parameters without any error. And this is important because if you are running a workflow that you have organized in folder structures, not like we did here where all our notebooks are located in the same folder as our project parameters, then this becomes relevant.